my found on road dead Ford F250, heavy duty, super duty, some people call it, 1997. I was having all kind of problems with it. The shifting would not shift. It would shift, but it would hesitate. It would always give me a thump when I take off the accelerator. No matter what, it would give me a thump. Give me a thump. I greased the yoke. I changed the map sensor, air flow, out of control. Put a brand new um, throttle positioning sensor. Ground it to the alternator because they say the ground. I was on the internet for about a month. Ground it to the body, to the frame underneath there. Had to reground it. I sent my computer off, had it checked. I haven't installed it back yet, but there it is down there. I did all that. I changed my spark plugs, uh, ignition core, because it just kept not shifting. All these things that they recommend to do, I did it, and it would not shift. Let me see, can I explain this shift to you? I will take off, there was another ground too. I grounded from there to the motor. But I would go down the road. It would shift sometimes fast into second gear with thump. But the main issue was every time I take off the accelerator, it would give me a thump. So I greased the yoke, all that stuff. I did all that. I got some expensive grease and took the dry shelf off and redid. I did everything that the internet told me to do. I say every bit of $500-600 because I didn't want to put another transmission in here, and I knew it wasn't a bad transmission because it only had like 70,000 miles on it. Oh, and I also changed the speedometer inside there. I brought a brand new speedometer because the lights was fading out. They were saying that it would that can cause it. Oh, I brought the sensor in the rear end. You name it, and I brought the neutral control switch. I brought all those different things trying to eliminate that problem because I got sick of going down the road, and every time I let off the gas, they give me a thump. But then sometime around about coming out of third and the fourth gear, it would give me a thump. I'm sick of this. I'm thinking about selling it. But lo and behold, I heard someone say these old vehicles do not like what you call aftermarket parts. So I said, I'm going to go through it again. And what did I do? The first thing I did is went in there. And also you got to remember too, with these vehicles, you got to remember the difference in them that some of them have a air compressor and some of them don't. The one without the air compressor, the sensors and stuff cost a little bit more. And this one do not have um, the air compressor. So I ended up buying a throttle positioning sensor that they sold me trying to be cheap. That was a little bit cheaper than the other position sensor. So I pulled it off, and they both look basically about the same. If I show them to you, there they go. There go one right there, there go the other one right there. But if you notice the wiring on them, if you notice the wiring on these two are the same because they no, actually they're a little bit different. But anyhow, the wiring on them are a little bit different. The ground and I would say the black wire on the new ones are opposite. So therefore, you have to cut it and refit it to your right there. There you go right now. You have to refit it to your connection. So you have to cut it. But guess what? This was the $70 throttle positioning sensor compared to the $30 throttle positioning sensor. And so I went ahead and I mounted that Delco, the most expensive throttle positioning sensor they had that matches the truck. And lo and behold, after all these months, of ripping and running, tearing down parts. That's what it was. Because I put a brand new one and I figured it couldn't be that. But that's what the problem was. That throttle positioning sensor. You see, I got two brand new ones right here that don't work. Brand new. But I went and got the one that Delco Ford made, throttle positioning sensor. And now this baby is riding smooth again. So I'm telling you all, first thing you do, check all your fuses. But if it come down that as soon as you take your foot off the accelerator, it give you a thump. Soon as you fall from third into overdrive, you know how you go to, get to the third gear and it start, then it want to go to your overdrive to save gas. And it give you a thump. That means it's not sending the right signal to your transmission. And that throttle body positioning sensor was the culprit of all my problems. After all that transmission fluid changing, all that stuff, the throttle body positioning sensor. Check that. Don't buy an aftermarket throttle body. Buy the right part. And I hope that saved you some time because now she should last another 20 years. All the parts I done changed in it. Everything is pretty much good. Spark plugs, everything's good now. So all I got to do is take care and I should get another 20 years out of it. But once again, do not buy aftermarket parts for these found on road dead. Because these Fords do not like them. I hope that helped you out. I hope it saves some money and time and you won't have to go and buy a transmission. And this is Mr. Mechanic, Front Yard Mechanic. I hope it helped you out. I'll talk to you all later.